This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
This is the Simplistic Reviews Podcast. They talk movies. They talk TV. They talk like their favorite Irish film characters in honor of St. Patrick's Day.
Every man dies. Not every man really lives.
That's Scottish.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
That's Australian.
Mock. Gory choo.
And I'm pretty sure that's Klingon.
Close enough.
I'm your announcer, Julie. And my favorite part of March is knowing that Warwick Davis gets a ton of residual checks from all the Leprechaun marathons. He's small, but he still has to eat. Here are your hosts, DJ Valentine, Neal DaSouza, and Justin Polizzi.
Hello, Blarney Stones. This is Simplistic Reviews Podcast. I am your host, DJ Valentine. I am joined by two Shamrock Shakes, Justin Polizzi, and filling in for the ailing Matthew Stewart, Neal DaSouza. How you guys doing?
Ooh, what's happening?
Got the shakes that'll give you those quakes.
You know what's funny? Hopefully Matt feels better.
Yes, we wish him the best.
We wish him the best. He'll get better.
Mazel tov.
Has there ever been a film that's made you sick? I was thinking about this as he was texting me earlier that he had an earache and he was half dead, and I was like, how can I relate this to the show?
He must have saw a trailer.
We'll get to that, but has there ever been a film that's made any of you like near throw up?
Yeah, once actually. Believe it or not, and I say this a lot, and people just think I'm fucking stupid. The Benchwarmers. I thought that movie was so fucking bad that I was getting a headache just watching the goddamn thing, and I almost felt like I wanted to throw up. And I have this thing where I gotta watch a whole film. I can't not give up. I feel like if I gave up, then, I'm a fucking idiot. So I'm trying to watch it, and I just got so sick and tired of it. I got a little bit sick.
Neal, did anything ever make you... Benchwarmers is such a great...
But I've seen sick shit, blood everywhere, people's heads
I'm
getting ripped off. No problem with that. I'm just a fucked up individual.
I'm still trying to wrap my brain around that whole Benchwarmers thing. Like, how?
It is a bad film. It's a bad movie.
I was trying to figure out how the movie got made, and I think I just got sick and all.
The thoughts rushing through his brain was just like, no, this can't be. This is impossible. You're a Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, that and the Blair Witch Project 2.
Jeffrey Donovan from Burn.
Yeah, Michael Weston was in that. So sorry.
I actually rented Blair Witch, the first one, from Blockbuster. Got home, it was Blair Witch 2 in the case. They flipped it, and I tried watching it, and I kind of got a little bit sick because it was so bad. I don't get sick because of shit. I get sick because I can't understand how they can make something and spend money on it, and it turns out looking like shit. But that's just me.
Oh, so how do you feel about Titan AE?
Oh my god. That almost killed... Didn't that kill animation for Warner Brothers forever?
Not Warner Brothers. Fox.
Oh, Fox. That was what it was.
I murdered a family of 4.
So did the producer.
His own family. I'm going to murder my family of 4. Let's do word of the month.
Want to know my summary of March? Green beer, red eyes, and brown puke. Time for word of the month.
All right, time for word of the month. We're 24 hours removed from what I believe is going to be Justin's word of the month. Justin, do you want to give us your word of the month of March, the Irish month, the month of green things, the month of lumpy green things, the month of I can only enjoy it because I'm drunk lumpy green things?
Yeah. It's been a tough one.
Yeah.
Been a tough 24 hours. Been pretty tough.
Pretty bad. As we're recording, it's Friday. What is it? The year of our Lord, 2014, the 28th of March.
The Ides of March.
The Ides. Oh man, the Ides. I needed this. I needed the Caesar guy to fucking yesterday. He approaches. Michael Bay approaches.
I think Tony Stark is back to becoming an alcoholic now.
He's like, fuck this. Fuck you all. Everybody put off the wagon.
Yeah, my word would be kamikaze.
Whoa.
Are you talking about a Japanese film? Are you talking about a Japanese film? Which movie are you talking about?
I'm talking about just suicide. I'm talking somebody driving a plane right at me. Where I'm driving a plane at I don't know anymore. Somebody has to die.
And this is in regards to?
to a movie, to a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I have to kill Bay. I don't know if he's killing me. Somebody's dying.
So basically,
you know what's dying? My childhood
somebody's
is dying.
not walking out of this
slowly.
alive.
Yeah, DJ's childhood is gone.
Gone. It's not even.
He warned me like 2 years ago. He warned me. He says, he killed my childhood. He's coming after yours.
He's coming after you.
Because I told him, I said, hey, Bay, they got the rights. They're going to be doing a film for my turtles. I love my turtles. I grew up on my turtles. Here's the one. I'll let you guys go. We'll get into it later.
No, go finish.
Please, keep
Finish
going.
what you have to say. Please go ahead. The floor is yours.
Well, here's the thing. The movie could suck.
Yes.
Turtles could be the worst thing ever, and the writing could be horrible.
Period. End of discussion.
But when you put Megan Fox in a movie, you just lost me right away.
That's what's bothering you, not the photorealistic.
No. There's a lot more. But it kills me no matter what. That and the fact that they couldn't even get an Asian actor of some sort to play Shredder is beyond me. But that kills me too. And then you got, like I said, no pizza. There's no pizza in that whole entire. It'd be cool if there was pizza in that trailer. I'm just saying.
Not since American Ninja has there been a movie about ninjutsu without an Asian person in it.
No.
What about Ken? You know who would have been perfect?
Not true.
What movie?
No. American Ninja did have an Asian in it.
Oh, then this is the first. We're breaking new ground. Go ahead.
You have a lot of good Asian actors.
Yes.
I would have picked Ken Watanabe or something like that.
Ken Watanabe's just sitting there like, hey, I'll be Shredder.
Yeah.
I'll do anything.
He would have been perfect.
I'd have dug it.
But we get the banker from Dark Knight.
Yeah. William Frichter, who's about as Asian as Neil is. Or my cell phone. Or, well, I guess my cell phone's more Asian than William Frichter.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, my cell phone was made in America. So it's assembled in America. So, and when he's speaking, and when he looks at his armor, okay.
Yes.
First of all, the turtles are like 4 times his size.
They're four times everybody's size. They're
size.
Yeah, but how are 4 turtles going to take on Shredder? Shredder, he's not gonna. No.
I have 2 words for you and how they're gonna do it, and it's gonna make you angry.
I'm already pissed, though.
Angry. I have a feeling they're gonna pull a Silver Samurai to Shredder. And I say Silver Samurai in regards to the Wolverine movie that just came out, where Silver Samurai couldn't be a regular-sized Asian guy. No, he has to be a fucking Megazord or some kind of fucking...
You think they're going to make him
fucking Jaeger. I needed a Jaeger
so
pilot.
Basically, he was Ironmonger.
He was Ironmonger. He was essentially Ironmonger. Again, Tony Stark takes another swing. It's like, fuck.
And puts the razor blade on his wrist.
Nah, see, Tony's too much of a narcissist for that, but he certainly would hit the bottle really hard. Or Pepper. He hit something hard. Yeah.
He's a spousal abuser.
The trailer tries to be funny, but there's
Does
nothing
it?
really
Where?
Funny
Where did it try to be funny?
Where's it trying to be funny?
I don't remember a joke.
I think it's Michelangelo when Michelangelo goes flying into the truck.
Oh yeah, but it wasn't.
And that's what I'm saying. And he he shatters it like the truck's made of glass or something.
He's bigger than
a truck,
a fucking truck, a Hummer. It's not even a pickup truck.
Part 2, when he says, "So see, it's just a mask," and takes off the mask and looks like a really
burn victim.
Gross,
looks like Shrek.
human.
Looks like Sloth from the Goonies, but dyed green.
What's Shrek's woman?
Fiona.
Who was that? It looked like Fiona. That's who it looked like.
Yeah. It looks like Rocky Dennis from Mask.
I don't like the faces. I mean, I don't.
Uncanny Valley, man. It's reached the point where when you reach that point where your fake characters, look too human, like having lips and a nose, you become repulsive to look at. And they have reached that point. Other than the size thing, makes no. How are the effects for the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
What effects?
Better than this. How is that possible?
Because that movie had no effects.
Jim Henson outdid shit 20 years before its time.
That's the way you have to do it, you know. Yeah. And I've said this before. Like, if I could do it or something like that, I would love to like direct that film, and I would do it. I would do it with the suits. I'd make them a little bit, you know, newer.
hire Weta, hire Guillermo del Toro.
I would do with suits, and for fighting, I would maybe turn the CG just for the fighting. You know, they're flying around and whatnot. But then you go back to the suits. You got to use those suits because it does not. It kills me, and especially the height. We're talking about the height. They are too big. They just looked way too big.
They look like the Koopas from Mario Brothers, the movie.
If they were tall,
that's true.
But gross looking, yeah.
That's true, and the faces looked horrible. I mean, just everything about it just not look like it's going to be good. And then you got April O'Neil's being played, and then you looked at they have April. And Shredder talking, and that Shredder and her father created them essentially.
You can see the movie that's playing in your. You already know the movie. The only good thing about this.
We know how Michael Bay does it.
The only person that's happy about this is Mark Webb, because he released that Green Goblin picture, and people are now like, "Oh, thank God! Now that they're gonna focus on this instead of how horrible my character looks."
Well,
I saw somebody comment on the picture of what's his name, Dahan or whatever, as Green Goblin, and the comment was, "But really, what does Green Goblin look like?" Like they didn't want to accept it. Like, oh, okay, well, this is a picture from of Warwick Davis from Leprechaun. What is it? Where is the Green Goblin?
That's true. That's kind of freaky looking. That's what they went with. I told you before. The other day we were talking, I was like, why can't Rhino just be Rhino? Why does it have to be a man in a armor-plated suit?
We must make Jaegers of everything. Silver Samurai's a Jaeger. The Shredder's a Jaeger. The Turtles are Jaegers. Rhino's a Jaeger. Winter Soldier's going to turn into a Jaeger. I guarantee it again to some fucking... It's a giant Winter Soldier!
Yes.
Holy
it's bad.
Shit!
It's
Look at Falcon! It's a giant bird! Oh my God! All right,
it's an epidemic, really.
We must have Jaegers. This is what you've done, Guillermo del Toro. You made Pacific Rim so awesome. Everybody wants to put a guy in a suit. You've done this. You wrought this. Okay, DaSouza, do you have any words for the month of March?
Well, first off, I just want to say I'm glad that my childhood has been restored in the G.I. Joe franchise, but digressing.
Yeah. What has happened where Transformers and Turtles are now looking shittier than G.I. Joe?
Well, here's the thing. It always has. It's just you guys haven't realized it.
No, I give Neal credit. I remember when Transformers 1 came out, and the first person to tell me it looks like crap was Neal DaSouza. I give you credit. Where it's due.
You know what? Sometimes you got to be Chicken Little, and, sometimes you don't.
Do you have a word for the month of March, DaSouza?
Yeah. Since we're talking about trailers that just recently came out, I guess it was, last week? My trailer would be Future. It's in Days of Future Past. The second trailer came out, and it looks rather tasty.
I'm the only one that's worried about this movie, I think.
Well, I don't know why you are.
I don't know.
I'm worried. I don't know what it is. I'm worried.
It looks good. It looks good. It certainly got my attention. I actually had no intentions of going to watching that trailer, but I kind of buckled and saw it. I mean, a lot of mutants, which you should get, and they look to be. It looks like they were done right. Colossus looks great. Beast looks good. Great. Sunspot looks great.
Iceman looks good. Iceman looks good. They fixed Iceman.
I missed Iceman in the trailer, so
he's doing the ice slide and shit. It's pretty cool.
Watch that again. They got it. It looks like they got it right. It's they're fixing things. They're righting wrongs with this franchise. And
Last Stand. We'll erase that from the lexicon.
Pause. All of them were bad. Let's just go ahead and just put it on the table.
First Class was good.
No.
United
First Class
was good.
does not count.
X-Men United was good. X-Men 2 was good.
First Class was good.
First Class was great. It does. That's what I'm saying.
X-Men
First
doesn't
Class
count.
doesn't count.
He doesn't count.
But
X-Men United was good.
Meh. X-Men 2 was meh.
X-Men 2 was great.
I love X-Men 2.
That holds up too. That holds up well.
I think you guys like Nightcrawler.
Yes,
and that's about it. Because everything
I like when Wolverine.
No, I think it was crazy. A good story. I think them coming together was a really good story.
I suppose, but Rogue was super annoying, and
she always
like ever, like all the time,
like all the time. Yeah. That's every movie. She's not even in this movie. This is why you're happy, because they cut her fucking part out of the movie. There is no Rogue anymore.
Storm, essentially.
And Storm. They showed what happens to Storm in the damn trailer.
Hey,
so yeah,
just enough. What happens to a Storm in a? Never mind.
When a Storm gets, what happens to a Storm when she gets stabbed in the back? She gets cut out of the damn movie.
Hey, listen.
That was coming from that stupid ass frog joke from the first one.
And besides, there's too many of us in that movie, and now you got Bishop running around. So I was like, somebody's got to go.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it though. I think if you're filming all those scenes and then you're telling every week, it seems like they're like, oh yeah, we cut out this character and then we cut out that character. I'm like, come on. And then you gotta wait for the director's cut or something. Is that what we're doing? Trying to sell some DVDs?
I thought that for Wolf of Wall Street, and I found out that nope, there is going to be no extra footage or deleted scenes.
I hope not. It was 3 hours long.
I want more. I want more cocaine.
I say that I bought that special edition.
Yeah, there's nothing on it.
Hoping that it would be like a Watchmen.
Well, I bought that.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
I bought that box set.
I want some more Google Gobble One of Us on there, man. Give me some more of that. I'm sorry, I'm depraved. I just wanted more debauchery. But no, X-Men First Class. Again, whatever what it's showing me, it's romancing the shit out of it. It's romancing my stones. Put it that way. Everything looks great. I just something in the back of my mind, man.
Let it go.
What it is.
Let it go.
There's not much coming out, so you gotta
okay.
take what you can take. Really. There's not much.
Yeah. It's got no competition, so it's fine. It'll do its job.
Well, forget money wise. I just think that it's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah. But of all, like Justin's saying, of all the movies that are coming out in the summer post Captain America, that's probably going to be the best one. Other than Guardians, we're not gonna say between Cap and Guardians, that's probably going to be the best one.
Yeah, I think the reason why you're worried, and there's something I kind of see as well. You don't see too many different shots in the trailers. It's kind of the same thing over and over again, which kind of gets me, when I see that happen in the films, kind of gets me a little worried. But I think it'll still be good no matter what. But at least this time you have a solid, somewhat of a solid director.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
compared to the third one.
And speaking for the layman, you'd be surprised how many people are oblivious to multiple repeating camera shots and things of that nature. If it looks good and it's entertaining, people don't care.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And that's why you have Ninja Turtles.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. Well, I'm just gonna move on because it's such a downer.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to end on a downer.
And we saw it coming for like years now.
Years. So like, oh, this is gonna be bad. This is bad news.
Like I said, it could be perfect, and the simple fact that they have her in it just ruins it for me. It could have been perfect.
Matt did say he's going to reserve his judgment. That's the one comment. If you want to know Matt's comment about the trailer, he said he's going to reserve his judgment until he sees more.
I can't take her.
Whoa. Pause.
Yes.
This man has the audacity, the sheer audacity to say, I'm going to reserve my judgment on something that is flagrantly bad. Like, here's the problem. You've seen production stills. Now you have a full trailer for a craptacular movie called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is aptly shatting all over many people's childhoods. Yet,
Justin Polizzi.
Yet,
yes,
he has the gall to crap all over the not even titled Man of Steel 2?
Oh, wait.
No. You do not get to say anything.
We're not getting into Man of Steel 2. We keep arguing about the same movie over and over again.
That is not fair. I want
we gotta wait
retraction on his reservation of judgment, and I want it today.
What the fuck is this? The paper?
I'm sure he's gonna have a press concert. Didn't the writer? Didn't you say the writer, DJ, that he put out a press release saying?
Yeah. Like after the trailer, I was on Screen Rant. 5 minutes after the trailer came out, there was another article. The writer wants to talk about question fans' concerns. Like literally 5 minutes after the trailer came out, I was like, that was quick. And he's like, yeah, Michael Bay did this, and we wanted to do this, and don't worry about there being aliens because it went through many incarnations where there were humans that turned into turtles, and I was just like, everything he was saying was like, no.
Humans
turned into that was one possibility, but his rationale was
of Ninja Turtles that's been.
His rationale was there was many incarnations until they went back to the one they thought worked the best.
Really, there were many incarnations because
yes,
I don't know of any others. Do you?
No. He's saying of ideas that they were thinking of when they were adapting the script.
Ways to bastardize the source material.
There was many ways to bastardize this film, and we decided to pick the one that bastardized it, I guess, the least. I mean, the good thing we can say they're not aliens.
Yeah. Here's a question. Just throwing it out there. Hey, Justin.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a giant ninja?
I believe there was one in the 80s.
A giant ninja.
That's a turtle?
No. Let's
how much ninjutsu? Are we taking over-unders on ninjutsu? Are we doing over-unders on ninjutsu?
Yeah.
Because I didn't see any ninjutsu in this movie.
About, like, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sized Game of Death ninja.
Well, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, wasn't he a ninja in Game of Death?
No, he
was a big black guy.
Big black guy who put his massive foot in Bruce Lee's chest. Other than that,
I got nothing.
No, anyone?
A big figure is Splinter. I got nothing for you, man. I got nothing for you. I got nothing for you. I think Matt's coming from the point of he was kind of getting annoyed that everybody was bashing it before they saw it, kind of thing. But again, I know Neal. It's Man of Steel 2. I know.
He saw the trailer, right?
Yeah, he saw it. I don't want to talk about it because he needs to be here to defend himself or to elaborate. I might be misconstruing what he means. He might have thought
and crap. You know was a great part too is when was it Leonardo, I think, maybe?
Yes.
When he comes flying in and he
on his
breaks
chest,
the bricks that he crushes because he's bigger than the Empire State Building.
7,000 feet tall.
It's discerning.
Yeah. I mean,
and they can destroy trucks like they're glass.
You can't picture the Hulk as a ninja? Come on. Because they're about the size of the Hulk.
No.
They're the size of the Hulk.
No. Just no.
Oh man, we've tangented big time on this surgeon. My word of the month, speaking of Man of Steel 2, is balls. As in the balls Kevin Feige has to say, you know what, Man of Steel 2? Yeah, we're going to put Captain America against you. And what? We're not changing dates.
Good.
I know you got the biggest combination ever, but I think Kevin Feige is brilliant. This is why I think he's brilliant. He does not want Man of Steel, no matter how good or bad it is, to break Avengers' money record. So what does he do? He sacrifices Marvel's biggest freaking hero and say, take off $60 million of their money. That's essentially all he's doing. Just sacrifice yourself, Cap. Don't worry, you're not going to be Man of Steel 2, but give out enough damage so there's no way they're going to beat the opening day record for Avengers. There's no way. Absolutely no way. And it's Captain America. It's like, for comic book nerds, there was when I heard about it, I was like thinking of Infinity Gauntlet, where Thanos has just wiped out every hero, and Captain America's the only one standing. And he just walks right up to Thanos and goes, "Hey, as long as one guy stands against you, you haven't won." And that's the first thing I thought about when Kevin Feige was like, "Yeah, I'll put Cap against Man of Steel 2. Gives a fuck. Batman, Superman, eat a dick." That's essentially what he's selling him. He's essentially saying, no, because people are like, "Why don't you move the date? You can't go against Batman, Superman." Fuck that. I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
If things change, I can,
Do you think they'll change dates for it?
Well, Batman
versus... says he doesn't. Now he says he doesn't want to do it.
Right. Well, it could be, but Batman versus Superman already changed its date, so I can see it happen again. And they just started, and I hear there's been issues with budget and whatnot. So, hey, it's still far away, so it might change. I could see it changing, maybe even a week. Just something small.
But if that happens, even no matter what happens, Marvel seems to win. Because if Batman moves dates,
why?
It's like a little kid beating up a grown ass man.
They're more organized than they know what they're doing and they plan things ahead instead of just throwing shit at the wall. Well, hoping that it sticks.
Like I said, it's all coming down to the house they're getting their house in order. Unfortunately, it's at a time where, and this is just my opinion, that it's at a time where obviously Marvel Studios, especially given the merger and all these things that are going on, blah, 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 yakety schmackety, yay, Marvel. And this isn't sour grapes. It's just, no, really, it's not. It's really good because ultimately a win is a win is a win is a win for comic book movies in general because it keeps things from growing, because if it doesn't grow, it doesn't get better. If it doesn't get better, then it gets
you're of the mentality of WWE and WCW. You want them both fighting.
Not
they're
necessarily
only good when they're
because
fighting each other.
I don't mind the merger or anything like that. I'm just saying that in that vein, it's just that it keeps things growing, and Marvel's just happen to be they're in full stride. And now that Warner Brothers is everybody should be probably by the end of this year, all Warner Brothers and DC things, as far as entertainment or anything, should all be under one house in California. So everybody's moving to California. And so once everybody's under one house, then that's when I think there should be some room for, let's figure this thing out, make it work, get it right, get it together. If it doesn't work, like I've always said, they don't care because they're playing with house money anyway. So, unfortunately, but I hope that they're going to get it together. I have sincere hopes that things will get better. They're going to right the ship. You mark my words.
I mean, one thing I can say about Warner Brothers, by the time they really get shit together, Marvel will be rebooting everything because I don't even mean this as a joke. I mean,
because I know, but they're going to redo a new Tony Stark. They're going to have to get a new Captain America.
Probably going to have to get a new Thor, which is good for DC.
I don't think they are.
Oh, they are. Captain.
Oh.
Chris
Evans
he wants
to
retiring. Robert Downey Jr. is saying I probably only got 2. I mean, he can't.
No. I'm saying that they're not going to reboot the characters.
They're just going to write him out of the movie?
Yep.
Write him out of the...
They're going to continue with other characters.
True.
I don't think they're going to... I don't see reboots happening.
You mean with like Ant-Man and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, like they're going to be legacy characters basically. And eventually you're going to have a whole new Iron Man. For instance, they could say, "Hey, Don Cheadle, No, you've been sitting there waiting. How about we make it Iron Man? John Stewart is like, yes, please.
He's going to be sitting waiting for a long time.
I mean, that's Guardians is going to be the test, because I know they were talking about Winter Soldier taking over for Cap eventually and stuff like that. But Guardians is going to be the test, because that's going to be like, hey, look, these are fringe characters. If we can get $200 million out of Guardians of the Galaxy, we can go ahead with Strange. We can go ahead with all these cats. Now, we make fun of a lot of people out on the show, but that doesn't mean we're perfect. In fact, we have tons and tons of skeletons we've got jammed in our closets that we'd like to get out occasionally in a segment we're calling Simply Ashamed.
Time again for the boys to divulge things that will certainly prevent them from being president. It's Simply Ashamed.
All right, it's time for Simply Ashamed. It's where we air our dirty laundry, get our skeletons out of the closet. I know Justin and Neal are two very, very proud men who aren't ashamed of anything. So I'm going to start off, let them, feel at home. Peace. My name is DJ Valentine, and I'm ashamed to say my favorite TV dad is Sandy Cohen from The OC. Played by Peter Gallagher.
I don't know you anymore.
He's my favorite TV dad. He was awesome. And Matt would like that. He's a Jewish man. I can trust him. Huh? Yeah, with the eyebrow. Peter Gallagher, man.
Eyebrows. That's all I can think of. I can't see anything past the eyebrows. I remember nothing about his face but those eyebrows.
Again, it's a racist issue.
Whoa. I didn't even think that at all. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Oh man. Justin, do you wanna air out some things that you're ashamed of?
Yeah, my name's Justin. I like to watch the Brady Bunch movies. Particularly the first two. There is a third one, which I found out.
There's a third one?
Yeah,
Is it the same cast?
It's actually no. It's a completely different cast. The Brady Bunch go to the White House. And,
say what?
Yeah, somebody becomes president.
Does a Brady Bunch member become president?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think I know. I think I've heard of that.
It's bad. It's not good. It actually was suicidal when I watched that movie. The first two are different.
Yes.
I like watching the first two, but
with Ben Stiller's wife and the voice of Peter Parker from the Spider-Man animated series.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
I'm ashamed to admit it. I think they're funny movies.
It's okay. It's all right. I'll give you a pass on this one because they are kind of funny. I'll give you a pass.
And I told you, I was watching it, and I saw a certain member from a certain TV show.
Oh yes, Neal. Did you know that a member from the TV show Arrow is a character in the Brady Bunch movie?
Oh yeah, you said Diggle was.
Yeah. Yes.
He's a lifeguard.
He's a lifeguard. I bet you if he was on this show, he'd probably put that on his list of things he's ashamed about. DaSouza, are you ashamed of anything? Anything that you don't want to air for the people? Get off your chest. Get out of your closet.
When you first told me about this game, or this segment, I was thinking of things that I'm ashamed of that are actually being aired.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess in the same vein, it's my fault because I keep watching it.
What?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, it's Agents of something, but not S.H.I.E.L.D.
What?
Agent Hulk and the Agents of Smash.
Oh no!
I thought that was good.
No, I
good as in what?
I heard it's awful. I've heard it's awful.
You know what's the best part of Hulk and the Agents of Smash?
The credits.
Yes.
The opening and closing.
No,
credits.
no. The opening is what opening? It's
it starts. This cold open movie.
I can't understand why Hulk does confessionals, like talking head confessionals.
What? They made the show The Office? They made the Hulk Agent of Smash The Office?
It's not The Office, because The Office is kind of like, you stare into the camera and like you're having this conversation, but it's more like it's like the real world.
It's just so bad. I'm so bad for you.
I'm
so bad for you.
Action cartoons any way that I can, and this is where
Find
I get talking head.
Find another one.
Oh, right, by the way, just a quick trivia. Do any of you want to guess what SMASH? Because SMASH is an acronym. Do you want to guess what SMASH stands for?
Stupid motherfucking alien. I don't know.
Isn't it society?
No, not at all.
Society.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up.
First off, the fact that Hulk is using an acronym makes no sense because the Hulk's not smart enough to know what the fuck. Oh, okay.
Rick Jones the fuck
did. Is Hulk no? Oh.
Agents of Smash. Oh, It sounds like a Taco Bell order.
It might as well be because
like I'll have number 8, the Supreme Military Agency of Superhumans.
Supreme? What the fuck?
You know what, Justin? If you were writing for that show, that would have made more sense than what it actually means.
It's a Taco Bell order.
That would have made more sense. It sounds so much better.
Well, I try. Thank you.
All right, I'm getting some more off my chest. My name's DJ Valentine. Speaking of cartoons, one of my favorite animated movies growing up was Rainbow Bright the movie.
The hell is your problem?
I knew that.
She has a horse called Orin. It's awesome.
And he died.
I think I liked it because in the beginning of the show, all of the Rainbow Bright characters essentially get murdered. Like they get the colors like sucked out of them, and like Rainbow Bright has to go and figure out a way to get rid of like all the things that are making people lose color. It was awesome. Okay,
I remember that. Yeah,
she rides a horse. It's essentially a transformer. I think I was just big into things that changed like shape at the time. So I was like, oh my god, the horse flies! Holy shit, it's awesome! It's like a robot. But yeah, I'm still ashamed of it. It was like Transformers the movie dropped, then G.I. Joe the movie dropped, then Rainbow Bright the movie dropped.
Didn't Care Bears drop?
I think Care Bears might have been after that. Yeah. The 80s, man. You just take it where you can get it. Essentially. Justin, is there anything else that you're ashamed about?
I'm simply ashamed of that I don't mind Hollywood homicide.
Wait, what? Wait. Did you say you don't mind Hollywood homicide?
Yeah.
The Harrison Ford, Josh Hartnett movie?
It might be in my list on Netflix.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's the movie where... Is that the movie where Harrison Ford does a woman doggy style while eating a donut?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No? I don't know. I don't remember that.
I remember a sex scene where he's behind a woman naked eating a donut. I remember that vividly. I cannot get that image out of my mind.
Wasn't Harrison Ford like not as old as he is now, but like
he's on the verge.
He was pretty fucking old.
Yeah, it's like
It's only like 5 years ago. This ain't like a long time ago.
It was 2003.
Yeah, okay. Not what is it? Was that 11 years ago? Maybe it was a long time ago. It's a decade ago.
It's a decade ago.
Still.
Sorry. But no, I vividly remember him crawling.
There was a donut. Yeah.
He takes a bite out of a donut after he's crawled on top of this woman as he's begging her from behind. It's like a slow-mo shot. I trust me, I couldn't make that up. That happened.
I don't know. I like Harrison Ford movies.
I like Harrison Ford movies too.
I almost, I remember. Why don't I remember that? I do remember donut in a sex scene.
You remember Master P?
Yeah, Yeah.
It was the villain, or I think he's the villain. I can't remember. I can't remember that. That didn't stick with me as much.
Andre 3000, right?
Oh yeah.
The guy did Bull Durham. He directed that.
And Martin Brest did Geely. Everybody has a price.
That's right. So if anybody wants, I'm available.
Neal, do you have anything else that you're ashamed to admit.
I don't know if it's so much shame, or I guess maybe I should be, but I'm not. Speaking of Netflix, I found this remarkable show called Rastamouse.
Rasta?
Yeah, Rastamouse. And he lives in Montego Bay.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. And he is, yeah, go ahead, look it up. And watch the theme. It's quite catchy. And I love it.
I've lost complete respect for you.
No. It's made, you would like it. It's made by BBC.
I would like it. I would like a show called Rastamouse.
It's about Jamaican mouse.
I don't give a damn.
Rastamouse in the Easy Crew.
Oh, for the love of God, are you kidding me?
I promise you, it's for kids. It's so great. I don't know. You have to.
I haven't seen this picture, but I guarantee you on the cover there's a mouse with dreadlocks somewhere there.
No, don't.
Here, I'll send you.
I could already picture this atrocity in racist. This racist
Just
crap.
Just embrace it.
No, I will not do it. I will not.
Come on. Give it a shot.
I'm not gonna give you Rastamouse.
You got to.
No. My name's DJ Valentine. I'm just moving on because that no. No. My name's DJ Valentine, and probably my favorite Tom Hanks performance is Detective Pep Strebeck from Dragnet. I don't know if anybody's seen Dragnet here.
Yeah, I have.
For some reason,
can you explain
it? Can I explain Dragnet? It's a reimagining of the old television show with
Yeah, I get that part.
where Tom Hanks plays the hotshot detective that's Dan Aykroyd's partner, Joe Friday. And he was very cool, and he would sleep with a whole bunch of women and wear their underwear. It was just very funny. I don't know what it was. And that movie, other than Tom Hanks, that movie has 2 Academy Award winners in it. Christopher Plummer is the bad guy in that movie. he's like the evil reverend running around there.
Evil reverend.
And Tom Hanks tortures a man by shoving his balls in a drawer and slamming the drawer over and over and over again.
That's so not Joe Friday.
Well, he's not Joe Friday. He's Pep Strebeck. Dan Aykroyd is Joe Friday. Then they made a rap song.
Oh, no.
I'm not also ashamed to admit it. That's also very funny with Tom Hanks. This was like post Bosom Buddies. He wasn't big then. This is pre Forrest Gump, pre Philadelphia, pre
Good Life Decisions.
Neil, do you have anything else you're ashamed of?
I don't know how to put this other than I'm just gonna say it. Just gonna say it all. I know all the words to every song in the Chipmunk movie.
Damn.
Wait. Are you talking about the new Chipmunk movies or the old animated Chipmunk movies?
Old one.
I don't know what's worse.
I have limits.
Would you like to sing
No,
any of those?
No, I will not.
Thank God.
Although The Boys and Girls of Rock and Roll is probably one of the best songs in that movie.
It's funny because I also know that song, but I am in no way saying it's one of the best songs of all time. Is that the movie where they go around the world collecting
hot air balloons? Yes.
In a hot air balloon?
Yes. Yes, it is.
remember that one?
Come on. It's
the classic.
The Emmy Award nominated. Oh my god. That's when anthropomorphic animals just wore clothes all the fucking time.
Because we had things.
The Snorks, the Smurfs, the fucking Chipmunks.
Because the creators.
Goddamn Gummy Bears, DuckTales, Launchpad, my fucking Quack,
the creators
Darkwing
of those
Duck.
shows were just like David Cross's character in Arrested Development, Tobias Fumegate. They were all never nudes.
I'm just so mad that I'm picturing the fucking hot air balloon chipmunks flying around the world collecting. I forgot what the drug money. I forgot what.
I think it was drug money.
I think it was drug money.
I'm pretty sure they went to Amsterdam.
They were getting hashish.
They ended in Amsterdam.
This has been Simply Ashamed. Or as I like to call it, Blackmail Bingo.
Let's take a break and then do TV roundup. I think they were going around collecting drugs. For real.
Body parts.
Body parts. It was kidneys.
The
It was human
market.
trafficking. It was white women. They were just going around. Asian Cambodian workers. They were just collecting.
By the 21st century, fanboyism was the new faith of millions. Quality was judged by internet aggregates. The taste of 30-year-olds and 13-year-olds had become one. But then, suddenly...
Quentin Tarantino's level of disrespect to the thinking viewer is truly amazing.
The Dark Knight screenplay is like a 13-year-old Juggalo's Joker fan fiction.
It's not our job to validate people's bad opinions.
Two voices emerged from the wilderness.
An Alan Smithy podcast.
Spoilers guaranteed.
All right, it's time for a TV roundup. Justin, have you been watching anything on the television? Please don't say Alvin and the Chipmunks, the TV show.
Funny you say that.
Oh, no.
Do they even have a new TV show anymore?
No. I hope to God, no. I don't watch, like, Disney XD.
No,
I don't even know if they're owned by Disney.
Nothing. No worries there.
We're clear. Claire!
We are in the clear.
Might be something I should look into.
No, do not look into it.
You might as well.
Well, you might. Hey, they put anything on TV nowadays.
Absolutely.
I would say the only thing I've really been watching... Oh, we're going to talk about Arrow, right? I guess we got to talk about that.
Or we could talk about promotional stuff for a certain show that came out. Or that's coming out. Gotham.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not counting that as a show. Because most likely the pilot's going to be seen and then they're going to cancel it.
Yeah, and that would be
They're
for the
never
best.
going to cancel that. They'll never cancel that show.
Yes, they will. If they can cancel, Beware the Batman.
DJ has a point, though. It is by Fox.
It's
and
by
I think
Fox.
they might put a lot of money into it just to keep it alive.
They don't want it to go to WB or CW or whatever
No.
that network's called and lose that money.
Does not look good.
So
It
do
does
you
not
see
look good.
is any of the promotion of the pictures?
Yeah. Here's the thing. First off, Penguin. Let's go by each character.
Penguin? I don't know what the fuck. He looks like Alan Cumming.
He looks more like a Riddler than a Penguin.
Yeah, what the fuck is a penguin about him? I don't get it.
Okay, and the next part, Bullock.
I got a question. I got my hand up. Ooh.
DJ.
Why is there a bat signal? Anybody got a fucking idea why there's a bat signal?
Because people won't know it's a Batman show.
The fucking show's called Gotham.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what DJ's getting at. When this first came out, it was nothing. It was nothing to do with Batman. It was just going to be Gord.
Right.
A couple months later,
Bruce Wayne.
yeah, we'll mention
We'll mention him.
A couple weeks later, we're gonna put him in there. He's a small part.
Small part.
Like a month later after that. Yeah. His parents. He's gonna be small. He's gonna be in there. So it went from no to yeah, and like Neal said, no one's gonna know that this is what, if it doesn't have anything Batman in it, they're gonna go, why make a show that's just Gordon? Which is a point, which I don't really understand to begin with.
Understand it either.
But you're right, you kind of thrown them in there, and it's nice to finally see a live action version Bullock. Been wanting this for a long time, not particularly in this form.
Donald Logan's not bad.
Not bad. That's the only thing that I've seen so far that I don't mind. Now, on to Catwoman.
What?
Oh, the little girl?
Yeah, I didn't realize Catwoman became Catwoman when she was 10.
2 years old?
Well...
when she's a fucking baby?
Selena Kyle was always supposed to be like this product of the slums of Gotham, if you will.
Well, if you fall in that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, true. But not Catwoman.
No, not Catwoman. Not this.
You can't do any of her stories yet.
Here's the other thing.
Why put her on a fucking show and you can't do any of her stories?
How old would you think Bruce is in the show? It looks like to me that she's a 14? Bit older than Bruce.
Yeah, he looks like he's like 14 years old. So you're telling me Catwoman?
No, Bruce looks younger than that. Bruce looks like he's like he looks like he's I don't know, like 6 or something like that. I would say 6 or 7.
Oh my god.
To me, age doesn't matter. I talk about that in my post about Batman versus Superman. Age is another issue that I have time-wise. That doesn't make sense. Then you look at Gordon. Okay, where's the mustache?
Oh yeah, I'm glad that Ben McKenzie looks,
nothing like
essentially just like Ben McKenzie. He looks like he walked off the set of Southland.
Did you read his thing? He said he was going to do his best he could ever do and try to please everybody. Yet, where's the mustache?
Where's the mustache? Maybe they're going to he'll get the mustache eventually because Gordon will get a mustache.
It could always grow.
I mean,
yeah, but even in the earliest comics, Gordon had a mustache.
But I mean, does he look? It's not like
early incarnations of Gordon.
He has no. What about him looks like he's on a show called Gotham? Like he doesn't look anything. He's not wearing glasses. He's not. He doesn't have a mustache. It's nothing. It's like nothing. If you told me he's not playing Gordon, he's playing random cop number 5, I'm like, oh, okay.
And if it doesn't make it worse.
Yeah, there's nothing Gordon about the guy at all. They didn't try anything. He's like, other than he's wearing a suit and he's a cop and his name is Jim Gordon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It kills me. Why is it needed? I don't know why. I'm starting to think the only reason why they made it is because they finally worked out a deal. Warner Brothers and Fox worked out a deal for 66 Batman to be Neal DaSouza's Batman to be on DVD, Blu-ray, because that's been forever. And I think they probably said something to Warner Brothers along the lines like, all right, you want the DVD? We'll finally get the DVD. Let's make our own show. So I think that's why they did that. Because it doesn't really make sense to me that it's on Fox to begin with.
True.
Especially when you got Arrow doing so well that it is.
Yeah. I don't understand the point of it. Because they can't make a movie based on Bruce Wayne. So they're giving... I don't understand it. I want somebody to explain the purpose of the show. Why it exists. I don't get it. No. What are we going to watch week to week?
Arrow?
No, if we're watching this show, if you're watching,
you can't see me, Justin, but I'm pointing at my nose.
We're not going to be watching that. We're going to be watching Arrow because I'm like, what are we watching? Who's the villain? I thought, okay, this is what I thought. I thought they were going to get gritty, which they might still. These pictures just make it look odd for some reason. I think they're going to get gritty and make like Black Mask. I don't need the Penguin yet. Give me some of the fringier ones, like, what's his name? Hatter or Puppet, what's his name? Scarface? Give me those guys.
And they're also making their own characters up.
Yeah, like Jada Pinkett's what's her fucking name?
Fish Money or something like that?
Fishmonger?
Fishmonger, whatever her fucking name is. Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't... I'm again. I'll reserve my judgment until I see more. But everything I've seen so far, it looks like
I don't know.
Harvey Bullock.
It's not needed.
Donald Logan's the only one that to me. I get the guy who's playing Alfred, the guy from.
Oh God, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's all right. I mean, it's not that hard to nail down Alfred. But those two are the only ones that look like they're in character. Everybody else is like a random fucking guy or a random person.
Yeah, the Catwoman kills me. It just looks so. The photo looks so weird too.
You don't fucking need Catwoman. Why don't you give me Thomas Elliott? Give me something. Give me something else.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. Neil, have you been watching anything on the television recently?
Well, I mean, outside of the norms, Walking Dead's been consistent.
I'm behind on that. I haven't only seen the first episode.
You know what?
I'm waiting for it to end.
I'm gonna go with a show that neither one of you watches or even probably know exists, but it actually it's leading up to be pretty good. It's been pretty good. It got a second season. Helix on Sci-Fi Channel.
I watched the first episode. That's the one with the disease on Sci-Fi Channel. I know it exists.
Oh, well, good for you.
Yeah, I do too. I know. It's like a fringe, isn't it? It's like a fringe.
Yeah, it's like they have like that. I only saw the first episode, and it seemed like it was interesting. I was gonna wait for it to end and then binge it out.
I hear it's really good.
It is. It's kind of it's got a Twin Peaks kind of vibe to it, with a little.
That's the one about I thought it was about disease though.
No,
like,
it is.
Like,
it is, but
okay.
it kind of like I said, it's got a Twin Peaks vibe going with it, but it's not bad. I mean, I'm enjoying it, and I missed last week's episode, but I turned on the TV when I got in my room, and I saw like the last 5 minutes of last week's episode because tonight's the season finale, and yeah,
I can watch it now.
That's wow. What happens is like, okay, yeah, that was pretty cool. So I'm very, very interested in seeing what happens at the end of the episode. But it has
that guy it has a Silver Samurai, the rightful Silver Samurai on in that show.
Yeah,
the Asian guy. Yeah, I forget, who also would have been a better Shredder.
Yeah.
He would have been a badass Shredder.
I would have been a better Shredder.
Yes, that's true.
To me, if you're doing an Asian character, you should probably keep it Asian.
Yeah, maybe. But no, that Helix show. I saw the first episode, and I like what I saw. The guy from The Killing is in it. I think he's the star.
Who?
The guy who's running for Senate or whatever, or mayor or whatever. But yeah, it looks pretty good.
Whoever does the music or plans out where the music goes and all that fun technical jargon that I don't understand what word it is, but the person who like, no, I guess he not necessarily composes the music, because I'm pretty sure that you're using old music or older music and just putting it in the right places, like for the scenes. The music director, I guess. But whoever that is, I'm tipping the cap that I don't have on to you, because it's perfect.
It seemed eerie as shit. The first episode, again, I don't know much about the show other than.
You know what? Did either one of you play Resistance?
I played it before. It's like that.
You know, like how like in certain scenes, like, or even in Biohazard or Bioshock, and and like how they'll like have that old timey music that'll just play, and you're like, oh man,
some bad shit's about
to go down, right?
Some bad shit's about to happen. Yeah.
Same thing.
Okay.
So it's like. It's like
It seemed like a combination of like at least the first, again, I'm going back to the first episode, like Outbreak mixed with what's the other horrible Contagion. It seemed like it was The Thing. Excuse me. Like it was like a combination of Outbreak and The Thing, which I guess is kind of the same stuff, because they're like in a Antarctica base or some shit. And
yeah. Preface super slow burn, but. Super slow burn, but good. It's a good show.
Mm-hmm. The shows I'm going to talk about more. I've been watching one show, but there's something I want to talk about. We're talking about promotional footage from Gotham. They also released promotional footage from the NBC version of Constantine.
Meh.
Did they?
Yeah, and this is the thing that's pissing me off about it. And I don't blame the show. I blame NBC. First off, this show should not be on NBC. It should be on fucking
anything
HBO,
else.
Stars, FX, AMC. They don't want Constantine to smoke cigarettes because smoking cigarettes on broadcast television is frowned upon. Hey, NBC, don't fucking try and do a show about a fucking chain smoker then. Why the fuck? What is the point of? It doesn't make any fucking. There's been this big debate about smoking isn't part of his character. I don't know about you. Every time I read a Hellblazer comic book, guess what fucking Constantine's fucking doing? Smoking cigarettes. The fact that he's not afraid. That cigarette to me is him saying, "Fuck it, I'm not afraid of shit. Cancer.
I don't
give a fuck."
I always looked at it because his nerves were bad.
Both of them. It's almost like on the surface he's like, "I don't give a fuck," but inside it's like, "I'm scared as shit because I'm dealing with all these fucking demons. I gotta smoke some cigarettes to calm my fucking nerves." But no, NBC's like, nah, we don't want them smoking cigarettes.
That's because they're not looking at that. They're just going, comic books and stuff are hot. Movies are really hot. You look at Walking Dead, it's doing good. HBO's trying to, getting stuff done. And then they do a lot of books with Game of Thrones and whatnot. So they're just looking for something that might have a little bit of a following, and then they're jumping on it. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that they actually care about the material. They actually want to make something really good compared to the shitty-ass movie.
Which is funny because that's what should have been in my Simply Ashamed. I like the Constantine movie. Only thing I didn't like about it was Keanu Reeves is not the character, but I think he understood the character. You can tell he did his research because I love the I don't give a fuck attitude, which I think he got. He's just the wrong actor to play that character. He portrayed the attitude, I thought, where
what's funny?
Didn't give a fuck. But he's just not the right person.
That sentence toward Keanu Reeves is said so many times. Like, I like the guy. It's just he's not really the part he should be playing.
He says to me, he shouldn't be acting.
There's certain parts he's perfect. But I prefer him as Neo over Will Smith. I can only fucking imagine what the Matrix would have been if that was the case, and that was going to be the case. So
I could have dug that though. I mean, I think his wheelhouse was Bill and Ted.
He was good in what was the other fucking movie?
Drop Zone? Break? Oh, Point Break.
No,
the Lake House.
The Lake House. Speed, he's good in. I like him in Speed.
Yeah, Speed 2. Yeah.
Speed 1. Speed 1. But no. This Constantine thing with the cigarettes, it annoys me. That's what pisses me off when you're taking a character who is this horrible person and you're trying to homogenize them, while at 10 o'clock tonight, as we record this, there's a show called fucking Hannibal, where guys are eating flesh and chopping up limbs, but God forbid somebody smokes a cigarette. And I don't even smoke. I'm not a smoker, but if I know that character by him smoking. You're gonna make Hannibal from the 18, chewing Nicorette? I mean, what I don't understand the point of that.
Sounds like
Other than Constantine, I have been watching From Dusk Till Dawn on Netflix, the new Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, I wanted to watch that. How was that?
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, it's a series which I thought was going to be. It looks like it's just elaborating more on the movie, and I was very skeptical at first because I saw the guys playing the characters, and the guy playing Seth Gecko doesn't have the neck. He has a tattoo on his other arm, and it's not. Again, I'm very, what's the word I'm looking for? Cosmetic. I really love that neck tattoo George Clooney had.
It fit well. It really did.
It's so freaking awesome.
And it's such a like a
iconic.
Yeah,
it's very iconic. And when I saw that they're not doing that on him, I was like, oh man, why? I don't know. It's cosmetic, so I should be paying attention to the story. What essentially they're doing is giving everybody a shitload more backstory. Specifically Richie, specifically Quentin Tarantino's character. His character is given way more like... They seem to be tying the titty twister segment of that movie to the first half, because the whole point of the first movie was you're watching From Dusk Till Dawn, and then all of a sudden it's essentially a bank robber kidnapping psycho brother, vampires out of nowhere. Like literally the movie stops and vampires show up. Like you have no warning, no nothing. And this series seems like it's more giving you more of, it's taking away that super twist, which to me, I don't think you should do that. I think that was the whole point of the first movie, was you want to have, the whole point was that you're getting knocked on your ass by, holy shit, why are they in a vampire club all of a sudden? What the fuck? In that weird grindhousey kind of feel. So, yeah, it's not bad. Don Johnson plays the Michael Parks character, and he was in the first episode, and he's very, very good. He's probably the best actor in the first episode. The guy who plays Seth Gecko, meh. He's okay. I mean, I'm not a really big. Probably the standout. You're gonna probably laugh at me. Is Don Johnson in the first episode and Wilmer Valderrama as the Cheech Marin character.
Really?
He's actually not bad.
He's done some pretty good. Handy Manny's been pretty good.
I mean, so I don't know. Maybe he's
in that Tom Hanks movie too.
Which Tom Hanks movie?
The one where he goes back to school.
Oh, the Larry Crown?
Yeah.
He's in that movie.
I didn't mind that movie.
Everybody's in that movie.
Yeah. Julia Roberts. Is that Julia Roberts?
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Wilmer Valderrama. I'm assuming he's playing the character named Carlos, I believe, and I can't remember Cheech Marin's characters' names in the first one because he plays like 6 different characters. So, I'm hoping the only thing I really wanted them to elaborate from the movie was El Rey, which I think they're going to elaborate. They've kind of talked about it some more than they did in the movie already, so I'm hoping eventually they'll get back into it. But it's not a bad show. I was pleasantly surprised because I thought it was going to be shit, and it's not shit.
I wanted to watch it, but I keep forgetting it came out. And when I go on Netflix, they don't promote it on there. I don't see anything that says anything about that show.
Robert Rodriguez, he directed the first 2 episodes. It's not like it's kind of like how Fincher did House of Cards, where he did the first 2 episodes of the first season, I believe. Mm-hmm. So I think he directed and wrote the first episode,
which I just finished that. I just finished the season 2.
Yeah, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's good.
House of Cards is a crazy ass show.
It's better than the first season, I thought.
Oh my god, shit happens on that show. Unbelievable. What do they call it in the Academy Awards when people die at memoriam for Matthew Stewart not being on here? We're gonna play his favorite segment. You're simply the best. Simply the best. We're singing it for Matthew.
Simply the best. I got nothing.
You got that. This month we're doing simply the best non-Marvel Studios Marvel film, i.e. nothing involving Iron Man, the Avengers, Captain America, or the Hulk. We're talking about those.
Tough. That's tough.
Ones.
Not really. Well, not for me, unless you guys.
The movies that we wish that Marvel Studios owned, because then we get the crossovers that we want for the Avengers. Just Stan, what do you think is the best non-Marvel Studios Marvel film?
X-Men 2.
We talked about it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that would have to be like Spider-Man. The first one. I have issues with the second one, but yeah. Even though a lot of people think the second one's better than the first one. But
I'd say, because think about X-Men 2, which was the first time I got to see Berserker Wolverine. That was the first time on screen I got to see it. That's probably why.
I just think it's a good film all around. I really stress how good of a film that is.
That was like that was Bryan Singer's demo reel to get Superman and then drive it into the ground.
Kamikaze it into the ground.
I'm a super stalker. I love you, Kate Bosworth. I love you.
I love you in your anorexic ways.
You know what's bad is that he was stalking her, and he knew that the kid was his.
Did he know the kid was his?
I'm pretty sure Super Baby was pretty strong. Just
that movie, Superman dies like 4 times in that film.
That's the movie where you don't see the good guy and the bad guy on screen till the end of the movie. Literally, you can watch 2 versions of that movie where it's just Superman without Lex Luthor.
I literally yelled out, "Oh, come on," during that movie when I was at that theater. Like, I couldn't believe it.
I don't blame Brandon Routh because I thought he was a great Superman.
He does a great Christopher Reeves impersonation. I give him that.
Sure. I don't believe you can play a hero during this time period when you're not built. You know, that's the thing about Man of Steel, is that Superman is built. He actually looks like
he's a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
you
watch that Superman Returns, and he just looks so lanky.
He looks like Reeves though.
I know, but that's not what I want. You know, it's like that's not how you should have played that out. I don't know why he was thinking that. Oh, let's just do that. Let's just do a sequel. That would be good.
Bad idea.
It's like Reeves. Like, he was sweating the whole time. He had like a beer belly on him. He had like sweat pouring out of his His armpits.
But so out of Marvel movies, you said X-Men 2 is your favorite.
God, yeah.
Another thing that's great about X-Men 2, fucking Brian Cox.
Yeah, he
fucking
was great.
Owns that movie. Brian Cox was awesome in that film.
It's kind of dark too, if you think about it.
Holy shit! Yeah, that was the first time, because I hated Mystique in the first movie. And that movie made me like Mystique. I was never a big Mystique fan until X-Men 2. Not in the comic books, not in the first movie, not in the cartoon.
Well, she's been used like in that movie where she goes and gets that guy, goes to the bar and injects him with the stuff. Like that's pretty cool, and I like how they did that, because that's how Mystique should have been used.
Just not even the part where she pretends to be Wolverine and sneaks into the spillway and beats the shit out of everybody and gives them the middle finger as she like slides. I was like, that was cool. I was like, all right, Mystique's kind of a badass. And you got Ian McKellen going, you have no idea. Neil, what is your simply the best non-Marvel Studios Marvel film?
Well, since we're prefacing things that we already talked about earlier, mine is X-Men First Class.
X-Men First Class is a badass film.
It is good film.
Yeah, it's a badass film.
It's
First off,
it just has horrible CG.
Michael Fassbender owes his. Well, I guess maybe he did 300 before that, but man, I didn't give a shit about Michael Fassbender to that movie. He is so good as Magneto, unbelievable.
Yeah, we saw that. We went,
yep.
And that was a good film.
Kevin Bacon being a badass.
Yeah. Kevin Bacon was I was apprehensive about him being Sebastian Shaw,
Mm-hmm.
but
he owned it.
He impressed, and I'm still waiting. I'm still holding out hope that Darwin's coming back.
Jesus,
there's two flaws to that movie to me.
You can't kill Darwin. You can't
kill Darwin, and White Queen is not good. January Jones.
Oh God.
Yeah, she was serviceable.
No, she that was one of the worst things.
You could have got an actress to have so much fun with that role.
It's so dull.
Seemed like she threw it away. She threw that opportunity.
I've said that before. We said that right after the movie, and I hated her so badly.
I think
I love that character in the book but that character in the book is fun. But True. January didn't do that. Not say fun as she's
dull. The whole performance is absolutely dull.
No, yeah, okay, yeah. Like White Queen is supposed to be bitchy, essentially, in the book. In the comic book, she's very bitchy. She's very cold to everybody. But that's something you can have fun with. I mean, shit. Leonard Nimoy has fucking fun with Spock. And he has no goddamn emotions.
She does that monologue at the when she's captured.
Oh, when she
cuts the glass.
Bed. Yeah, that's the part where I was like, she doesn't give a shit.
Not tied to the bed, but she's on the chair and the guys were talking.
Yeah, she goes the glass up because no, a war would mean that one other group would have a chance of winning. It's just like,
yeah, that kills me. That monologue just kills me.
If you would have given that to a character, an actress who really like. I don't think she understood. I think Matthew Vaughn said, "Okay, your character is cold and she doesn't give a shit," but she kind of played it because that's kind of what White Queen is. She doesn't give a shit, but she still. Her not giving a shit is entertaining. It's like.
Wasn't that also the point when, like, we're talking about when she's when she's supposed to try and seduce the guy and Charles and Magneto. They actually hoodwink her, right?
Yeah. We're talking about the scene after she gets captured.
Oh, okay.
When she's she's in the interrogation room,
and
they're like talking, and they don't think she can hear them, and she like kind of like casually gets up and she cuts the glass with her diamond finger, and she's like, a war would imply that part. Whereas like she's
the delivery
the line,
kills me. And you know what's funny too? When you see you go into these websites and stuff like that, like Comic Book Movie or something like that, and they have models and stuff like that, and they dress up as characters. For some reason, like that's the only character that I always see somebody else like dress up better. Like it looks a hell of a lot better. I just don't think that was the right person.
Charlize Theron could have knocked that shit out.
Could have killed it.
Fucking park. She would have got that perfectly. She kind of did that character for that Snow White and the Huntsman movie. Sure, even though she was very cold, but she you could see the evil there. It's like January Jones, I don't think completely understood. But again, we're really nitpicking a very, well, she's not small, but she's not inconsequential. The three people that are important to that movie are Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique, Michael Fassbender as Magneto, and James McAvoy as Professor X, and all three of them are perfect. So we're nitpicking really. Inconsequential.
That's the thing, because there's so many things that outweigh it. Like not even naming off the top of my head who played who, but Banshee was great. Beast was he's fine. Probably Beast stole it for me.
Nicholas Howlett, Jennifer Lawrence's boyfriend now,
and
I'm glad they fixed his makeup. I didn't like the makeup. They kind of fixed it in the new Days of Future.
And then Havoc was pretty good.
Yeah, he was fine. I don't like the fact that he's there because he kind of throws off everything. But I guess Days of Future Past is going to fix that.
But it doesn't matter, because the way that it's looking anyway is that the previous 3 X-Men movies didn't happen, which good thing
for you.
Yeah,
we don't mind the first 2 movies. We don't mind them. You mind them. But yeah, one other thing I'd say about First Class is that movie. Whenever Daniel Craig wants to retire, I'll take Fassbender as Bond. I don't know about you, but the first 10 minutes of that movie is Michael Fassbender as James Bond killing Nazis. Essentially, he just goes from town to town killing Nazis. Got the wetsuit, jumps on the boat. Bond style. Whenever Daniel Craig wants to quit being Bond, if you want to get a new Bond, man, I think Fassbender can nail that shit too.
Speaking of Constantine, there's your Constantine right there.
Oh, that'd have been awesome. My favorite, my simply the best non-Marvel Studios Marvel film. It was between three movies. 2 have been mentioned. First Class was mentioned by Neal. X-Men 2 was mentioned by Justin.
Oh.
I'm taking Spider-Man 2. Only this is why. Spider-Man 1 was fine. I love Spider-Man 1. But Spider-Man 2 gave me everything Spider-Man 1 gave me.
Yeah.
And the fights...
it was really cool to finally see Octopus finally get on.
And I was very skeptical of Octopus. And I watched that movie recently, I don't know, maybe like a month ago. And Octopus is... Alfred Molina fucking nails that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's perfect as Octopus.
Did a really good job.
Perfect. And the fight scene on the train is probably one of the best if you think of all the action scenes in comic book movies, and since before Avengers came out, that was the best one. I don't give a damn about any other movie other than Iron Man. No, they're him versus Ironmonger is like, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe shorter than that, maybe like 8 minutes long. Thor versus Loki, short as shit.
Punisher versus Bluto?
Maybe that's how it was. But Punisher versus Bluto was okay, but no, man. Spider-Man on that train versus Doc Octopus. How long is that scene? That scene has to be 10 minutes long.
It's fun too. It's fun to watch.
It's fun. He's doing all the Spider-Man shit, the Spider-Sense work. Every trick Spider-Man has, he uses in that scene. Everything. The agility, the Spider-Sense, the strength. When Spider-Man gets angry is always my favorite moment, when the clock tower, where he throws him off the clock tower, he webs the fucking hand, he flings it back at that whole set. Watch that fight scene again. And erase Avengers, because this is how many years before Avengers was that? That was like 6 years? I can't even remember. And it still holds up. That action scene is awesome. So yeah, Spider-Man 2 is probably my favorite non-Marvel Studios Marvel film.
Do you think that eventually, years from now, we might actually get to see the correct Avengers?
Oh man, God only hopes.
It could happen.
I think you guys are the ones telling me that Sony and Marvel are not enemies like Fox and Marvel.
Yeah, they're not.
Apparently,
Fox and everybody are.
Apparently, there's a rumor going around that I guess Fox came to Marvel and was like, let's try to get something going here.
Yeah.
Really?
Everybody kind of wants to dip their toe in the water.
They want the money. They want some money.
They want the money, right? So I know Sony was trying to put the Oscorp Tower in Avengers, and they just ran out of time. That's why they didn't do it. And that was confirmed from both people, from Marvel and by Sony, in the new the last Amazing Spider-Man movie.
I think it's only a matter of time. And you know what? Here's my vision. First off, would Blade be an honorable mention?
Blade? Oh, what is that? That's owned by Marvel. Who owns Blade?
But at the time, Blade was an independent film that was made by New Line Cinemas.
If we're counting Blade, I might have to change some things because it's close. Because I love Blade 2. Blade 2 is the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Blade 1 also. Deacon Frost. You already know how I feel about Deacon Frost. Deacon Frost is fucking awesome. So Blade, if you're gonna count that as a non-Marvel Studios Marvel film, which technically it is, because Marvel Studios didn't fucking exist.
That's my point.
Blade 2, it needs to be honorable of the Blade series, except for 3. Except for 3, needs to be honorable mention, I would say.
I don't mind 3.
Oh man, 3's so bad, man.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of fun.
It seemed very lazy.
That's the one with what's his name, right?
Hannibal King.
Green Lantern.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. Who got all the lines because Wesley Snipes wasn't on set 90% of the filming. It's all stuntmen because he didn't give a shit at that point. He's getting high in his Winnie, as they say in Scott Pilgrim. Getting high in my Winnie. But yeah, looking ahead to the month of April. This is called The Foregone Conclusion. Justin, are you looking forward to anything in the month of April?
The same movie you guys are looking forward to. And that's it. That's about it.
I went on blackout. I've only seen 2 trailers, and I
stopped watching commercials, TV commercials.
It's the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, stop showing me Falcon. Stop showing me Falcon.
While I'm at it, let me mention something about a trailer that I keep seeing. I keep seeing this trailer for Brick Mansions.
Neal just brought this up to me yesterday.
Yes.
Neal just brought this up to me yesterday.
First
Literally,
off,
like 24 hours ago.
a TV trailer. This trailer plays like for 3 minutes long.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So somebody forgot to mention that.
By the way, don't show the whole movie.
Well, that and then the way it's edited, like it's unique. I don't mind it. It's different. It's way too long for a TV ad. Like you're watching TV and this thing comes on. It's a whole theatrical trailer. It's not a TV spot, and it just comes out of the blue. And the way they edit it together, it's just like it's like softens the blow, and then it just tries to be like all this craziness, like just like thrown at you. And I don't get it. I don't know. It's killing the movie, I think, in a way. For me,
that's Paul Walker's final
film.
One of his final films, I guess.
No, Fast.
Well, yeah.
That's what I said last night too. Justin, get out of my brain.
That's exactly what it is.
The parkour, right? Like
the parkour.
It's crazy. It kills me. Like you're killing the film for me, man. But yeah, Captain America's the only film I'm looking forward to. That and the film we were talking about the other day, the Under the Skin.
That's exactly what I have. You have the exact same movies I have. Yeah. Under the Skin looks like I'm gonna dig the shit out of that. That's the Sexy Beast guy. I forget his name. The director of Sexy Beast.
Jonathan.
I forget his name.
Glazer.
I think so. Yeah. But it's essentially Species with Scarlett Johansson. Essentially, that's what it is.
Which is okay.
But it's artsy. It's not like,
an artsy Species.
Yeah. So it's not like horror film. It's more like what. The way they shot the trailer reminds me of that Emily Browning movie Sleeping Beauty. It's just very artistic looking. So I was like, maybe I could dig this. She's supposedly an alien coming to procreate with man and then eventually take over, I think. And then she kind of like changes her mind. It seems like a really cool concept, and it's Scarlett Johansson banging a bunch of dudes in Europe. So got my money. Whatever it's sold. The pitch for that must have been like 5 seconds long. They're in an elevator. All right, I got this idea for this movie. Scarlett Johansson's an alien, and she has sex with men. Sold. But don't you want to hear what happens? No. Make it. Do it now. Hire her. How much money? How much? Let's fill in the zeros. I put a 1 here. You just keep going. Neal, you're looking forward to anything other than Cap and Under the Skin?
Yes. Since Justin brought up brick mansions, and
it just kills me. I had to say something about it. It just kills me.
Now, I'm not looking forward to brick mansions. However, no, it's my segue to what I am looking forward to. Because DJ knows I'm an unrepentant. I should have said I'm simply not ashamed of.
The other women?
No. RZA.
Oh, this fucking movie. This fucking movie.
RZA.
How are you a fan of RZA's acting? Is astounding.
You ever hear the story, the party that he went to?
No.
I'll tell you a quick story. RZA was at a party, and there's a lot of Hollywood elites there, and Leo DiCaprio was there. And he goes up to Leo and he's like asking him questions and stuff. And he goes, act for me. Riz says to Leo, act for me. Apparently, Leo turned to him, looked at him, put his food down, and walked away.
Good for Leo. Because I'm a fucking dog. I just do tricks.
Hey, you know what?
Leo just said rap for me.
You can't just turn it on like
exactly.
That,
What if someone would have said rap for me? Same thing.
The rest would have said, "Go fuck yourself." I'm glad Leo did that.
He was fantastic in G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah,
he was the worst. He was like the worst part in that whole entire movie.
He's the only bad part of the movie.
The second one.
Okay.
I don't mind Blind Master. That being said, I'm pretty sure it's April. That show Gang Related is coming out.
Yeah, you go
It
ahead.
is, isn't it?
Yeah.
If not May, but it could be April. I'm gonna go with head. I'm going ahead. That's my guess. If I'm wrong, I'm hedging my bet. Continuum is coming back next week on Friday, Sci-Fi, and it's probably, especially because Sci-Fi's going through this thing where it's ending a lot of its shows. Being Human got the axe. So it's now in its final episode, so at least they're letting the show get a farewell.
Has Almost Human got the axe? I think Almost Human, Being Human, Almost Human, Not Human, they're all getting the axe.
Yeah.
If you're really talking about human, you're gone.
That whole humanity thing isn't working out. But
no.
That's gone. So Continuum's coming back, and is it Rachel Nichols? No, that's the sports lady. Scarlett from G.I. Joe.
I think that's right. I think her name is Rachel Nichols. I believe so. I might be wrong. It's something Nichols.
Because I remember we had this conversation a couple podcasts ago, and you guys were like, "Whatever happened to her?" She's on Continuum, and it's actually in its 3rd season, and the show's damn good. So
that's Sci-Fi, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sci-Fi's trying to make money, man. They got that Sharknado coming out too. That Sharknado sequel.
Sharknado is like house money.
Her name is Rachel Nichols. You are correct, sir. Rachel Nichols.
I know my sci-fi actresses.
I know her from Alias and the Green Alien from Star Trek. That's all I remember. That's all I remember.
You know, another movie's coming out. I wouldn't mind seeing the Tom Hardy one.
Oh, that. What the fuck is the name of that? Locke?
Locke, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that. Is that next month?
It's got Ruth Wilson in it.
Yeah, add that to the list. I want to see Locke. Tom Hardy in it. Essentially, I heard the whole thing. He's in a car the whole time.
The whole time, yeah.
Yeah, so that could be interesting. Seeing that Matt is not here, I'm going to give out our information. So, excuse me if I fuck this up. You can find us on www.simplisticreviews.blogspot.com. You can find this cast on iTunes, or if you want to stick it to Steve Jobs, postmortem, but still listen anyway. You can also listen at www.simplisticreviews.blogspot. www.simplisticreviewspodcasts, plural, .blogspot.com, We're on Facebook at facebook.com/Simplistic Reviews. And we're on Twitter at SRBlogspot. I'm at Trying to Be DJV. Justin's at Cheese It Man, though Justin doesn't tweet. I don't ever see you tweet ever. You barely tweet. You're rare. You're a rare tweeter. Neal, you don't have a Twitter account.
I'm a reader.
Nope.
Well, you have a Twitter account. Get with the times, man.
I'm on Tumblr.
You're on Tumblr. What is your Tumblr? You want to drop your Tumblr?
I am the blurtest on Tumblr. That is the blurtest. The blurtest at Tumblr. For all your geeky needs.
Your geeky needs, like Rasta Rat. What the fuck was it called?
Rastamouse. Watch the trailer. Did you even look at the picture, DJ?
Look at me. I know this is an audio medium, but look at me. No.
Justin, you looked at it.
Yeah.
Justin will look at anything you pay him enough. He'll look at anything. You give him Justin enough money, he'll stare right at it.
I simply challenge you to watch the opening of the show.
Sure, no, it looked fun. I'm gonna definitely take some drugs and watch it.
I don't condone any of this.
Well, for drugged out Justin Polizzi, Rasta Rat, Mouse, whatever the fuck, whatever the fuck it is.
That racist show.
That racist ass show. I'm anthropomorphic, burn victim, Shrek, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Michelangelo, saying goodbye.
Why?
Oh, man. A turtle with lips.
So scary.
He has. Hey, I'm gonna take my mask off. Hey, so I can show you that I look like Whoopi Goldberg painted green.
Wow, Whoopi Goldberg. Oh.
Whoopi Goldberg's lips, the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck, and I hate that black ass Wesley Snipes. Black keys on the piano.
Thanks for listening to this March edition of the Simplistic Reviews Podcast. Do you know what's even creepier than a leprechaun? A CG version of Charlie Brown. Have you seen this thing? And I say thing, because there is no other word to describe a three-dimensional person with stumpy block legs and a giant pubic hair sprouting out of his burn victim-looking head. You can get away with deformities with two-dimensional drawings, but once you make it CG, you make it real. Can you imagine how f***ing terrifying a three-dimensional version of Jughead would look? He practically has a penis on his face. You know, on second thought, that might be pretty damn hilarious.
Alright, send lawyers, guns, and money.